Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy VII walkthrough. I've got a short little clip here with the hidden guy, or whatever you want to call this dude, but he will exchange GP for Gil, obviously at a, was that a 10 to, looked like a 10 to 1 ratio, so unfortunately though there's a maximum, so you can only ever get 100 GP from him at a time. And obviously that will cost you 10,000 gil. So he is available there at any point after you obtain the high wind. So, you know, if you've heard about him and you've been looking for him, the reason why I didn't bring him up before is because he's not there and he will not show up again until you get the high wind. And then after that, so once he does start showing up, it's something like a 1 in 8 chance that you'll run into him. So if you don't see him there and you're looking for him, just run into the gold saucer and then run right back outside and check if he's there. And then if he's not, you'll have to just run back in, you know, back and forth. Like I said, it's about a 1 in 8. So, all right, so here is what is this? This is Tifa's, I think, limit break. So there's actually a specific order of the keys that you have to press. But here Zangan essentially is telling the story of what happened after the events at the Shinra Mansion. Actually, I should say the events after Nibelheim in general. So, obviously the town was on fire. Zangan couldn't save a whole lot of people, but he saved Tifa. And he brought Tifa to Midgar in an effort to find a doctor for her. Now, if you want, I actually did give the sequence in one of the earlier videos, but if you need to know it again, it's X square triangle, R1 plus triangle, R1 plus square, X square triangle, R1 plus X, O, X square triangle. And there it is, Final Haven. That's the level 4 limit break for Tifa. Now, the cool thing again about Tifa's limit breaks is actually they kind of build on each other. So, the good thing is that now that she's got technically all 7 of them, as long as you set her limit to 4, you know, you'll use all of them back to back. So, you know, you can argue whether or not that's that great or not. I mean, to be honest, I guess in comparison now to some of the other characters, I don't know how good her limit break really is, because of just the fact that a lot of the other characters get multi-hit limit breaks that there's more hits than Tifa's. So Tifa only gets 7 hits. And then on top of that, in order to power them up, you have to get the Yaz. And as you go down farther, it gets more difficult to get the Yaz, which is probably obvious. But long story short, though, I don't know. I still like Tifa. I like her limit breaks. I think they look really cool, too. So that's one of the reasons why I end up using her. But anyway, so at the end of the last video there, the Chocobo breeding guide, I did show up here at the Ancient Forest. Now, there's actually 2 ways to get into the Ancient Forest. One of them, I believe, is, I think you only actually need a mountain Chocobo, so that's the green one. I think that's the only actual requirement for the one method. Obviously, I have a gold Chocobo here, so it, sorry, so I can just run up here a little bit, earlier than normal. So anyways, the long story short, so the other, that's one method, it's a Chocobo, to summarize. And then the other method is actually waiting until you've defeated Ultima Weapon. Ultima Weapon kind of cruises around the world map at this point, and he can be a little annoying to track down at times. He'll just, like I said, he'll randomly be flying around. Now, I'll do a whole guide on Ultima Weapon, but the important thing to know is that Ultima Weapon is kind of like Zone Seek from Final Fantasy VI, if you've ever played that, where you deal damage to him and he doesn't ever heal himself, and so he'll just gradually lose more and more HP. But normally you'll only get a few good hits on him before he flies away, and then you'll have to track him down, fight him again, so on and so forth. Once he gets down below, I think it's like 20,000 health, he'll go to Cosmo Canyon, or he'll fly over Cosmo Canyon. And then when you finally defeat him there, he crashes into the ground and kind of like makes a path to this, or to the ancient forest. So then you can just walk up there. So completely up to you on how you want to go about it. If you want to, wait and defeat Ultima Weapon to get here, or if you want to do the Chocobo breeding. Obviously, I went for the Chocobo route. There's some interesting materia here, as well as some good items. So here, I'm trying to put this. These are the flower trap things. Venus flytrap. That's kind of what they look like to me. There's kind of two ways to deal with them. When I have everybody equipped with Fury Rings. Let's get out of here. These, I don't know what these leafy looking things, the ones that are left still alive, they're extremely hard to hit with physical. Actually, I don't even know if you can hit them. I think you can, but I think they're just extremely agile. So normally you want to go with magic against those. I am going to take my Fury Rings off here. So I actually use Fury Rings to do a lot of my leveling. I like there's a certain spot that I go to. Actually, that was one of the videos from a long time ago. I did a little guide on what I like to use, or what I like to do for leveling. But all right, so let's get this frog right there. That should be good. There we go. Super Shot ST. So if you try to walk too far into the fly trap, it'll just clamp up and spit you back out. And so what I did there is I took the frog and tossed him down. And normally, you have to, you just got to make sure that the frog is far enough over. So here, what I'm doing, I threw the frog into the first trap, and then the fly into the second one. The important thing to know is that I need to call those something else. So you've got the fly trap. That's the one that kind of will clamp shut on you, and then the other ones, I don't know. We'll just call them. I'm gonna call them buckets because that's kind of what they look like. But anyways, if you throw a fly into a bucket, it'll just eat it eventually, or swallow it, whatever. But if you throw a frog into a bucket, it'll spit it back out, and it'll actually launch you if you're standing on top of it. So I'll show you here in a bit what ends up happening. But let's get this next item. Now, spring gun clip. Okay, so that is a weapon for red. When you cross screens like this, if you're carrying something, you lose it. So just know that. Although that's not that important. They always give you enough flies and frogs and stuff to continue on. All right, so there you have it. There's an example of a trap that's open and will close on you. So actually, I forgot to mention there a little bit earlier. There's enemies that kind of look like ostriches here. I don't remember the name of them right off the top of my head, but you can actually steal the wizard bangles from them, and those are, again, I feel like those are one of the best armors in the game, if not the best. I feel like I end up using them more than probably any other item in the game, or any armor, I should say, in the game. Reason being, they're 8 slots, and every pair is connected, so really, really good stuff. But Otherwise, you can just buy those right now. I believe you can buy them right now. I don't remember which shop they were in, but I'm fairly certain you can. They are expensive though, so if you want to save some money, you can just come here and steal them. That's kind of like, or that's kind of what I like to do. Okay. So, if you notice, there's these pink. I don't know what these are. Pink. They look kind of like pink vines. You have to walk, and I was confused here as to what I needed to do, but if you walk underneath this first one here, it'll ask you if you want to jump up or something like that. And obviously you'll want to say yes, and it'll kind of catapult you up to kind of like a higher level. Let's see if I... Wow, these things have some sort of like HP absorb too. That's annoying. Alright, let's use let's use beta. That's that. Eat it. Alright. Alright, so hopefully this doesn't take me too long to figure out that I needed, yeah, and then I walked across here because I still didn't know where to go. No, you're going the wrong way. I think, yeah, I was under the impression here that I could, there, you see it works the same way as that if you notice. So, anyways, like I said, I thought I could carry a frog across, and that's what I needed to get across to the plant. And then I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Unfortunately, though, now I don't have a fly. And I think I'm stuck up here. So I think I had to reset this completely, which is you have to hit the square. So, my bad, obviously, right there. And like I said, I'm fairly certain you're stuck up here if you don't carry a fly with you, which is obviously exactly what I just did. So, again, my bad. And unfortunately, that's going to mean that I'll have to completely reset. So, if at any time you get stuck, I think you can hit the square button, and you will end up right at the beginning. Yeah, so here we go. So I apologize for that. Now we'll have to make our way all the way back over. So I think that's the only time I ever messed up like that, though. So, okay. So let's try this again. And what I actually did this time was I stacked up my flies over here. Yeah. Alright, and... Alright, so throw that one in, pick this next one up, throw that one in, and get the last one. Oh, there we go. Boom, boom. And there we go. Alright, so we're good. We're good to go. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's try this again. So, oh, here's the enemies that I was referring to earlier. So these are the ones that have the whatchamacallits. Yeah, those, you know, with the things and the stuff. Oh, I'm the worst. The wizard bracelets. Okay, so grab a fly, and I think I grabbed the one from the very entrance. And then you just jump up to the top, throw the fly in, and jump across. Boing. Okay, in order to get that fly trap shut, you'll notice up at the top left there, there's like an orange, I don't know what that pad is. And then that, I guess, is supposed to be like a beehive. And you end up throwing the beehive into the fly trap. So this is going to launch you over because we threw a frog in there. There we go. And if you walk... Oh. Alright. Oh. Oops. Every time you do that, it hurts too, by the way. You'll lose a bunch of HP. Alright, so you got to slash all. So pick up the frog again, and we'll jump up here and throw it. There we go, throw it inside, and then jump up on top, and then just wait. And I think this is going to launch us up onto this, like, tree. If I remember correctly here. Slash all is a pretty... Oh, I was wrong. I was completely wrong. My bad. So it just throws you over to the other side. That's okay. In order to get that bag, you actually come from a different direction. So we'll get that here in a second. But anyways, so yeah, make sure that if you end up running into a fly trap a bunch of times, that you heal up afterwards. If you notice here, I'm missing like half of my health here. So unfortunately, it does do a decent damage, or a decent amount of damage to you. Okay. Steel-bladed, so oh, I summoned Odin, really? Okay. Not really sure why I went with Odin. Normally, I just like to use like Beta or something. The cast time is a bit faster. I mean, Odin is cool and everything, but yeah. Nice. Okay, well, that's that. Alright. Oops. I shouldn't have thrown that fly in so early. If you notice, now we don't... and that's the other thing. When you throw the flies into the bucket things, it doesn't take long before they digest them, I guess. So you gotta be quick. Alright, throw the next one in, and boing. Alright, so this one launches you up into the trees. And then we'll want to head down to the left here. Yeah. Although... Minerva Band, alright, that's pretty good armor. I think I actually should have stayed up into the trees and actually went to the left later. So I apologize for that too. Obviously pretty rusty when I was doing this place. But I think you want to stay up there because if you go to the right first, there's a couple of treasures over there. But we'll see. We'll see here if that's... what am I doing here? I guess I'm exploring. I don't know. This is not the right way to go. We need to go back up to the top, so... I'm not really sure why I took this route. Yeah, and here... So, if you use a fly to get across here, you're kind of stuck, because the fly trap down below us will just... I think it launches us back to the left. So alright. I guess I decided not to mess with these guys. They are super annoying. No, we're just gonna wipe them out. We're gonna, yep, Beta. Good old Beta. I got so much use out of that spell. Probably the most used enemy skill that I ever got. That's my guess. White Wind ended up being up there too. I love that ability. It's so good. Okay, so we need to go back. And wipe out some more baddies here. Beta. Do, 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 do. Okay. What are we doing here? Alright, I guess it was time to equip some more materia. Alright, so let's walk back across to so, by the way, every time you change screens like this, if it wasn't already obvious, any flies that you used and whatnot will reappear. So, pretty good to know. And that, you know, that way you don't have to completely start over. Man, that would really stink if that was the case. Once again, these guys you can steal, you know, the wizard bracelets from. I'm not sure if I ever ended up stealing any or not for the walkthrough purposes, but just know that you can do that. It's pretty important. Yeah. So by the way, if you bring a fly over to the hole in the log, a frog pops out. That'll be more important here in a minute. And wow, I'm running out of time here for this video, so I must get a lot done here in the next 5 minutes. Alright, so here we are. Head to the right. Let's see, where are we at here? Boing, boing, boing. So many battles here. I feel like it's just constant fighting. Eventually I started running around with the exit materia equipped, and then I just used escape all the time. I like it a lot more than running. It's more, well, it's faster. A lot of times you can try to run away from stuff, and it just takes forever to run away for whatever reason. So I like using that exit materia sometimes. But alright, so let's head over here to the right. Let's see what's in this bag here. Typhoon materia. So that's odd. It's odd that it shows up as a bag on the ground instead of like a piece of materia. But Typhoon is I believe a wind-based summon. It's pretty good. I don't know if I can say that. Maybe it's not that great. It's interesting. I like the summon materials in this game, so. Alright, let's get that bad boy equipped. Alright, so, oh, that's weird. I don't remember it working out like this. I think technically, I'm trying to think if we've actually obtained all the different treasures or not. But anyways, jump to the top and then pick up the beehive. And we'll throw this on the fly trap to the left so we can pass back. Okay, not sure why I was cruising around my inventory. Let's, yeah, we gotta throw the beehive into this. There we go. Pick up the fly, and, if I want to go back to the left, I need to use the fly up above here. There we go. Although I'm not really sure why I need to come back over here. Yeah, I don't know. What the heck? Oh, yeah. Okay, I forgot. So actually, in order to get to the right, we do need a frog. Because on the far right side there, if you notice, so we put a fly in the bucket thing the first time. And then that let us jump up to where the beehive was at. But if you want to continue on to the end, you actually have to have a frog in order to launch you over to the right. So that's essentially why I did that. So we're all set up now. I think there's 2 treasures left. Excuse me. All right, so we're good to go. Let's throw this frog in here, jump up, and then just wait patiently for it to launch us over here to the right. And I think this is a one-way trip, so you know, make sure you've got everything, I guess, on the left. I guess, you know, technically you can just exit and re-enter. And then here there's actually a treasure chest to the bottom right too, so I'll have to grab that in a second here. But alright, so that's the elixir. And down here to the right, this is the real treasure of this whole area, in my opinion. That's going to be the apocalypse. So probably from this point on, I'll be using that apocalypse sword. It's Cloud's weapon that's got the 3 slots and triple AP raising capability, and I really just like that. Obviously at this point I've done a lot of materia raising, and I would say at this point in the game I need to more like focus on certain ones, those being enemy skill, or sorry, like the summons like Typhoon that we just grabbed, and Knights of the Round, which I got in the previous video. Knights of the Round takes an extremely large amount of AP to master. And if you want to get the master summon materia, which I'll go over that probably in the next video because we're running out of time. But if you want that stuff, you're going to need to level up your Knights of the Round. Not to mention, if you want to use Knights of the Round more than once in battle, which there's only a few battles in the entire game that can survive that amount of damage. But anyways, we'll talk about that in the next video. So as always, I hope this guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.